guys, welcome back to the course. Today we're going to be learning about one word, which is explained in many words. Loops. Loops, loops, loops. The secret to letting you not write the same code over and over again. Let's start. So loops are basically they're basically divided into two stuff, for and while loops. So for loops are just loops that say for each underscore in underscores do something. And while a condition is true, do something. Notice I've used the underscore here. That's just for explaining the syntax, which indicates they're different. So for each underscore in a double underscore container, for like these underscores are just examples for do something. And while a condition is true, do something. So if that still isn't clear for you, I'm gonna explain it in example. For I, by the way, this can be anything you want. I can name it for Larik in, let's say, range of 6. Watch this magic. I'll explain what range is in a few moments. Print Larik. But Larik, why didn't it print the 6? Well, by the way, the range function is pretty self-explanatory. It just returns a range from 0, or any number you set it to an endpoint minus 1. So this endpoint is never included. And if we want to remove the 0, we can just 1, comma 6. So it returns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, remember this for a while. So if we print Larik plus 1, it's going to give us 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here 6 is included. But why, you say? You said this 6 would not be included, but now it is. It's pretty simple, so I'm not expecting you to really ask this question. But you remember this old list we had of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? Well, each one got 1 added to it. So 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, and 5 plus 1 is 6. Now while loops. While 1 equals 1, print sub2 codes academy, which you should definitely do. So it keeps going on forever because this condition is always true. This condition right here is always true. And notice we've used the operators that we've explained since last lecture. I'm getting tired. So I hope you got this. And some keynotes to remember. The I in for I in range of, let's say, 7 can be whatever you want. As I've just explained, and what else? Ranges endpoints, or the number you specify in the end is never included. So, for example, as we've just seen, this is a recap of everything we've done, by the way. Range of 6 returns 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, I hope you've understood all this. These are just some side notes you have to remember. So now I have a challenge for you. I want you to write some code that basically essentially just uses a for loop and prints out every number or every single, well, character in a string. Pause the video, have a go at this, and if you fail, trust me, it's totally okay. Pause the video, just at least try and come back here and we'll solve it together. I hope you've done that correctly. Now let's try it. For I in, we said we wanted a string, right? Read. I. Will this work? It indeed works. If you have written something like this, congratulations, you successfully solved the challenge. If you haven't, well, now you know that you can, well, loop or iterate, in other words, over strings. So, and this brings me to another point. Remember this code that we've just written? This one? So, this I is each thing in here. Sorry. Is each letter here, each character you see. So it's the same thing as for I in range. Well, actually, if we were to print out the range of, let's say, 6 again. Range of 0 to 6. We're gonna have to do this. This. Well, you remember when we just saw the range thingy? Sorry. You remember? Right here. Each element, or each of the 6 elements you have here, is it being iterated over or being seen by the for loop. And each element here is, well, I. So you're saying you want to print each element in this range. I hope you understood all of my yapping, because honestly, I do indeed yap a lot. And so, if you really thought about it until now, you can indeed nest or combine, well, for loops and if loops, if statements, sorry, conditional statements. If I equals 2, and this brings us to another method. Continue, another subject, sorry. Continue, break, and pass. These are all used in for loops commonly. So if we say for I in range 10, if I equals 2, then after we say continue, and print I in the end. If we run that, where's the 2? Because if I equals 2, it's saying just skip that iteration, skip all of this if I equals 2. And in the rest of the cases, I is not equal to 2, so it prints them out all. And so we can do this with any number essentially that we want. We can do it with 3. We can even make operations with it. If I plus 1 equals 5, let's say. Continue. Where did 4 go? Well, because 0 plus 1 is not equal to 5, so it won't continue. Instead, print I. 1 plus 1 is not equal to 5. 2 plus 1 is not equal to 5. 3 plus 1 is not equal to 5 either, but 4 plus 1 equals 5 indeed. And I, in this case, is 4. So 4 plus 1 is 5. So it skipped all of this. All of this is skipped. Continue means like skip all of this. Now pass, it's just a placeholder. Pass. It just tells you to ignore, like don't do anything here. Just ignore me. I'm not here. So it's as if this is just a placeholder for anything, for everything. Let me explain clearly. So, in layman terms, basically, pass is like pass me. Don't like do anything special for me. Do whatever you did for them. So it's like this doesn't exist. And break. Break terminates or stops the program completely. Watch this. 4 plus 1 is 5. I is 4. Plus 1 is 5. So it stopped at 4, but it didn't print 4. So it broke the program. It terminated it, turned it off. And I have a mini challenge for you guys. I want you guys to combine everything we did from this lecture, or this course essentially. I just want you to combine inputs, print, if, and the keywords we learned, like conditional statements, and the keywords we learned, break, continue, and pass. These are called keywords. And the loops we have learned for and while. I want you to combine them all into an application of your choice. Leave the code you did in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!